Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. Let's see if I can get you guys straight. Hope you're ready to get this day started. I know I am. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a good day. Ooh, let's see if I can see them. There we go. I don't think that's going to work either. Good morning. Technology does not want us to be great today, but we're going to make it happen anyway. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Y'all, this is going to bother me until we fix it. How about that? Let's try to fix it. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. I think I broke it, but that's okay. Good morning. Good morning. It's going to do what it's going to do. How about that? Let's get started. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget, we have the podcast, we have the movie, we have all the things. So they are more than welcome to join us anyway, anywhere. And we're celebrating the fact that we had 1,000 downloads of the podcast. So we're excited about that. So we have our cup of tea. This morning we have, again, dandelion root. I want to talk about a few things. So first I want to talk about that, and maybe this is a quote. Well, it's my quote. It's my thought. People often complain about what they don't understand. People often complain about what they don't understand, meaning because they don't understand a thing, they make it a problem for you. Good morning, Tammy. Because they don't understand the thing that you have going on in your life, they make it a problem for them. They make it a problem for you. So people often complain about things. It's because they don't understand them. They often complain because they don't understand what it is that you're doing, where it is that you're going, and why you're going there. And that's okay. That is A-okay. That is their business. Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, Miss Rivera. On this great day, I want to talk about something we talked about in May of last year. Okay, we talked about this in May of last year. Absolutely, Joshua. Yep. Because they don't understand, they make it our problem. And then you find yourself, for those who don't understand, who are complaining and who don't understand, you will find yourself continuously explaining yourself. And you're not sure how or why you find yourself explaining your thought process, what you're about to do, where you're about to go, but you feel the need to is because they've made it your problem that they don't understand. Not that they should be in a growth. Listen, and then when I say you, I mean in us in general. These are my thoughts and opinions. Please take it as you will. If it's something not for you, please leave it for somebody else. If it is for you, please take what you need. Okay. So often when they complain about a thing, it's because they don't understand. And I will always use myself as an example. They don't understand the journey that you're about to go on or the journey that you're on. Thank you, sir. And so because they don't understand, they will start to complain about the things that you're changing about you. And the more you change, the more they're going to complain. You different. You think you this and you think you that. No, you don't understand this journey. And that's okay for them not to understand it. Just like it's okay for you to keep changing. Okay. So we talked about this in May of last year. And it's acceptance. Acceptance is the beginning of the attitude of acceptance that we need to follow. If we cannot accept ourselves, it is highly unlikely that we will be able to accept anything that comes our way. By accepting ourselves, we can bring great immediacy to our lives. Meaning the minute I accept myself is the minute I immediately change my life. This is the book of Tay. I call it Tay. It's Tao. And this is really good. And this section is called Immediate. It's on page 26. The ancients taught their students to always accept themselves as they were. This is not only eminent practical to do otherwise is ultimately impossible, but it is the beginning attitude of acceptance that we need to follow. If we cannot accept ourselves, it is highly unlikely we will be able to accept anything that comes our way. By accepting ourselves, we can bring great immediacy to our lives. Absolutely, Joshua. And it can absolutely minimize your productivity. So in the accepting of me, so the more I accept myself, the more I work on that, I can immediately change my life. But if I do not accept myself, I cannot accept the good that is coming my way. And I want this to be so super duper clear and easy. If I don't accept myself, I can't accept the good that is coming my way. Meaning, if I'm always complaining, I never understand how to be in the receiving mode because I'm constantly in the push away mode. So we're either in the receiving, pushing away, or giving mode. So in order to be in the receiving mode, to receive something, and if anybody's on here from the retreat, we talked about this movement here. And we talked about the words that go with this and what this means. And that's ultimately the same thing: receiving, giving, receiving. And it's a constant motion. But some of us, we are doing this. We are saying, I want, but we're pushing away. So we are never in the receiving mode. So in our constant complaining, we never understand and or see the things that we need to accomplish, or the things that are there for us to do, because we're busy complaining. Y'all with me on that? It is the beginning of the attitude of acceptance that we need to follow. If we cannot accept ourselves, it's highly unlikely that we will be able to accept anything that comes our way. By accepting yourselves, we can then bring great immediacy to our lives. Meaning the moment you do that, the change is instant. Then begins the journey. Then we go back to the workbook here where it says, we respectfully stand at the gate and ask ourselves, are we ready to begin this journey? When you stand at that gate to ask yourself that, then you're saying, I'm accepting me for who I am, and I'm moving forward. If you're not willing and ready to do that, then you're going to go back to my quote. People often complain about what they don't understand. You will never understand the receiving part or the acceptance part of you. So you're going to complain about it when everybody else is receiving or accepting themselves. I used to admire people that used to speak up for themselves all the time because I could not do that. It wasn't that I couldn't, I didn't want to because I didn't think I was strong enough or had the words to say it. When you come into the acceptance mode, all of that changes. People who often complain about what they don't understand. Now, can you take the time to explain? Absolutely. That's on you. But if you take the time to explain, decide how much you're going to explain and what time limit it's going to be. Absolutely, Joshua. You got to, and the key word is willing. If you're not willing, it's not going to work. It just won't. So you have to be willing in this phase. Which brings me to the other point. A person's mind is like a great house. Those who keep their mind closed cut themselves off from the living and giving vitality. Conversely, those who want more open themselves up to it and also find an influx of great energy. So if your mind is closed, you cut yourself off from life in the giving vitality of the universe, God, whomever you worship or pray to. Conversely, if you open yourselves up to the receiving or more, you will have a greater increase of energy and receiving. And we talked about that there's two doors each person has, the selfish and the ignorant. The ignorant know they have everything, so they're not open to anything new. The selfish can't think beyond themselves, so they don't have the foresight or the qualities needed to understand them more. The wise open their doors wide and let life flow freely. This is a good little book to read. Like, you can't read it in a day, but it is broken down by topics, titles. And this one is called Immediate and Open. So on this most amazing day, I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. I want you to begin the acceptance journey this morning. I would wish that you would want it for yourself. It's not what I want. I wish that you would want it for yourself. If you don't want it for yourself, that's perfectly A-okay as well. Knowing is half the battle. Knowing what you want and what you don't want. You're already more free than most people. Because those who often complain the most understand the least. And because they're not open to understand the more, they will assume that what is in front of them is what is so. So on this great day, please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. They can subscribe to the podcast as well as the YouTube channel. It costs nothing to do that. Thank you for 1,000 downloads of the podcast. I appreciate you. We celebrated that on, what's the day? We celebrated that on Sunday. So please make sure you continue to share that. And then today, I want you to begin the acceptance journey of you. Whatever that means for you, for wherever you are. Accepting you on your journey to growth, accepting you on your journey to understanding you, accepting you wherever it is that you want to go. It's going to require you accepting you. The more you do that, the more you open yourself up to the life-giving and receiving vitality of the universe, of God, whomever you pray to. The minute you assume that there's nothing to give nor receive is the minute you close that door. The wise person opens the door wide for the receiving to flow freely. So it's a great day. I hope this has helped somebody. Today was short and sweet because I wanted you to understand. It's my hope and my dream that you understand that as we're on this journey together, this cycle never stops. It's always going. We're always in the acceptance mode. We're always in the circle of me. We're always, some things we just work through quicker. Some things we don't have to bother with anymore because we perfected and we've grown through it. So on this most amazing day, I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. Hope, absolutely. I like that acronym, Joshua. I like that. On this great day. If you like you a mug. And listen, I do have thank you, Joshua. I do have workbooks that go with my books. So you guys can go here and check those out as well. All right, have a good day. So I hope you guys have the most amazing day. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. Absolutely nothing. And begin your acceptance journey today, okay? That's where it is. That is where it is. Good morning, Miss Margaret. Be safe out there. Miss Margaret, we're actually getting ready to go. We talked about acceptance. We talked about people often complain about what they don't understand because people are complainers. And we talked about acceptance as the beginning. If we cannot accept ourselves, it's highly unlikely that we will receive anything. And that if we're not open-minded, that we can immediately change our life if we accept ourselves instantaneously. So on this most amazing day. And if y'all missed Margaret and Jazz on Saturday talking about the Sister Rise retreat, go back to my page and watch it. We were on there for a little over an hour and they talked about the retreat. I shared pictures from the retreat. It was a fun time. And they talked about their experiences. So please make sure you go check out that video. It is on my page. It's on any of my pages that you follow. It's on my personal page here, my business profile, Sister Rise, the Fearless Morning Show, Be Fearless is on all the pages. So let me tell y'all a little bit as we close out. For those that don't, who may not know, maybe I'll do a show for those who don't know me. Besides being the Only Live Past Crazy specialist. So in the other worlds, I have over 22 years of experience in healthcare. We might have some education with some letters behind our names. I am a mentor at the University of Phoenix. I mentor undergraduate and graduate students who are on their journey to their career, wherever they may go. I mentor them. I sit on the board of directors of 3 organizations. One is called Hope Springs Institute. And it is, I invite you to check out Hope Springs Institute. It is a beautiful place. We are on sacred ground and we hold retreats there throughout the year. Okay. I'm a board member of that. I'm a council member of the National Association of the Small Business Association. So the National Board for the Small Business Association. I'm a council member for there. So that means anything that's affecting your small business, I have read it and sat in on the calls. And that organization has put me in great rooms with people from the White House down to talk about legislation that affects our small business world. A small business qualifies as somebody who makes $5 million and under. Okay. So I sit on the board of that. I sit on another board out of, I want to say Kentucky. We talk about mental health awareness inside of the insurance company. So coming next year, JoJo Waddell helped rewrite Blue Cross and Blue Shield's mental health section and what that means to you as an employee when you sign up for your health benefits. So I helped write that legislation and make sure that mental health is so important and that it is a part of your insurance packet. So I had the opportunity to do that. What else have I done? I was a council member in Raleigh, North Carolina. I represented a certain district, and that meant any laws that affected the women in my district. I represented you at the state and the county level. I did that for several years. What else have I done? Good morning, Miss Janice. I just want y'all to know a little bit more about JoJo, why I'm the only Live Past Crazy specialist outside of, so we know all the things of being a survivor of domestic violence, my ex-abuser being a pastor of my church. We know all of those things. So we just, we add a couple of letters behind my name. That's okay. They're not important. We have written 8 books. We have done a movie. We've made it to Oprah Winfrey Network. We've got the council people. I mentor those in the college and graduate level. I also tutor. In my free time, I tutor because I love literature. And I host a Sister Rise retreat. Did I miss anything? I'm trying to think. Did I miss anything at all? All the things, Margaret. We do all the things. That's my favorite thing to say. We do all the things. So most importantly, I am my sister's keeper. And for me, that means I hold a safe space for you when you're ready. And it also means I have to be aware that some people don't want me to hold safe space for them. They want space to come and wallow in their pain and their destruction. When we're going to go back to the quote, I will not rescue you, for you are not powerless. I will not fix you, for you are not broken. I will not heal you, for I see you in your wholeness. I will walk with you through the darkness as you remember your light. So my job is to walk with you as you remember your light. And we talked about this week, letting your little light shine, or that was last week. We talked about that, letting your little light shine. And I need you to let it shine, friend, let it shine. Okay. But I think that's about all for like knowing JoJo and who she is. That's about it. I have a couple of other memberships that don't really, I do what everybody else does. So, what I do love the healthcare world. Okay. I've been in it for a very, very, very long time. So, and I own 3 businesses. We own a couple of businesses, and I have some amazing friends. I have some amazing purpose partners. Miss Margaret is one, Cree is one, Jasmine is one, and purpose partners are people that I have set aside. I chose on purpose to walk with me on this journey. And they are there for that. Are you singing this little light of mine? Listen, y'all. I know Miss Janice, maybe we're going to have to listen. I'm really thinking about doing meetups in cities, in different cities. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. So if you missed me in Tampa with Miss Margaret, because Miss Rivera came all the way from Maryland. Joshua came all the way from the West Coast. Where Joshua from? I know I'm going to say Colorado. He came all the way from Colorado. You in Toronto. Listen, friend, I'm always up for a flight. And we had a great time in Florida at the Empowerment Summit. And I got to meet. I also have a book club, y'all, for those that don't know. I do have a book club. And the ladies from the book club surprised me. I didn't know they were coming. They were from all over. And they flew in together to come see me. That made me cry. So I do have a book club where we discuss my books and we go over it line by line, chapter by chapter. And I've developed workbooks to go with Fearless Woman and